Aloha siblings. Today I'm going to be playing some more Enigma. It seemed to be a pretty popular game for me to play, for people to watch me play. I think, I don't remember exactly where I was at last time. I think I made it to the doors. So I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with Sierpinski, I think is where I should be starting today. Yeah, and if I've missed a level or screwed up or something, somebody can let me know, and I might go back and fill it in sometime wherever, whatever. Anyway, so I guess, shall we get started? And I'll play the game. Okay, so, all right. This one's a trip because you gotta, I have a, let's do this here, let's do this. I try to be as steady as possible. Maybe I should do this game more often too. Like improve my ability to be smooth with the trackball. But I think it kind of makes for interesting, I don't know, I could see how it might be good to watch ASMR-ish, you know what I mean? Because, I don't know, there's just something about watching people do things that's slow and methodical, right? I don't know if any of you guys ever watched, there's these various, maker type shows, I guess, right? There's a whole bunch of them, like where people do, oh, that always trips me out. Where people make stuff, right? Some people like forge knives, and some people do, wood turning, or another one I've seen a lot of is where people do, they use a lathe like it would be for wood turning, right? But they're actually using it with some kind of a resin, right? They put stuff in the resin that gets suspended in the resin, and then they turn it, and it turns into weird, trippy, cool stuff. Anyway, one of the things I like watching that kind of fits into that category are these Japanese carpenters where they do joinery. And it's like they do everything by hand with these like tools that are from, way back, right? It's just like traditional sort of methods. And watching these guys make it, I find very soothing and interesting, It's just, I don't know, just something about it is very, very appealing to me. And it's the cool thing about it is that it's not that it's ornate, but it's intricate and it's clever, and it is both functional and decorative. It's attractive to look at, right? You know what I mean? But at the same time, it actually, the joints are like, they seem to be super, super solid. There we go. Now here's where the fun begins. You got to go back to where I was, and then go all the way the other direction. And man, I think the last time I played this, I don't know, it took me a while. This may be the only level I play for this particular video. It took me forever to do it last time. And I think it's just because I'm so, I can't do it quickly. You know what I mean? I have to be slow and methodical on this one. So that's fine. That'll suit the ASMR thing, won't it? Just going cruising down around here. Going around here. Oops, daisy. All right, going around here. All right, now this, man, I always have to steel myself for this, because when it does this jump, right, it's going to jump to, it's going to move the, all of the stuff into like a new window here, right? Or not a new window, it's going to move, yeah, see, it moves the view, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Something about it I always find a little, oopsie-daisy, surprising. All right, here we go, up, 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 up. Now we're going to go, now here's the thing, yeah. Going down here like this, and over this way like that. Here we go. We're going to go up here, then I'm going to go up here like this, and we're going to go up like this, like this, like this. And I'll go over to this, side over here too, and keep moving along, keep moving along, keep moving along, keep moving along. Right. Oopsie daisy. Oh my goodness. See, it startles me. Oh my goodness. Okay, just keep going. And keep going. And up we go here. And then, oopsie daisy, I did it again. It just surprises me every time. I mean, I can see that I'm getting close to an edge, right? So I know it's coming, but it just surprises me every time, like on a, weird, like don't flinch kind of thing. Man, that was an annoying game that kids used to do to each other. Don't flinch, man. It's like, why would you try to fight a natural urge like that that's about protecting yourself, right? That just seems silly. I mean, I don't know, maybe somebody can come up with a good reason why that might be a useful thing, but I think it's just, no. As human beings, we develop certain things, over the course of our existence, that complex behaviors and the like that, serve a purpose. And I think that the kind of weird, quick reaction thing is one of those things. Oopsie daisy, Sarah did it again. It just surprised me again. All right, let's come down. So we're going along. Let's come down, I guess, yeah. And then we're going to go back this way. And we're going to go down. And we're going to go over. Oh, my goodness, there it goes again. It just... And we're going to come down here, right? And now we're going to come down. We're going to go over like this. And we're going to go down like that. Oopsie daisy. Go all the way over like that. Oh, this might not be the only one I do. It dawned on me, it did take me forever to do this game the last time I played, but I just realized I totally screwed up, right? When the game started, I went all the way to the end that I just went where I clicked the little thing that turned into the blue guy, right? But I saw the thing there, but I didn't think to bump into it. I was like, oh, there's a thing there. Okay, I'll probably have to come back and bump that. I didn't realize how far away it was going to be, so I just figured I'd go find them all before I decided to start bumping them. Right? I had no idea how big this thing was. It's actually pretty big, the trail that we're going along here. Anyway, so I went and found the other end. And, well, I guess this is spoilers, isn't it? But I had to come all the way back. But I don't think I'll have to do that this time. Oh my goodness. Unless I don't know, if you die, I don't know, does it start you back at the beginning or do you just pick up where you left off? I'm not going to die to find out because I don't want to have to redo this. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world if I have to, but it just sort of seems like, no. I can't even remember how long it is, really, frankly. I think all in all, the last time it took me, I don't know, I want to say like an hour. Maybe I'm just exaggerated in my memory, but in any case, down. And then now we're going to go over like this, yeah. Go over like this. And we're going to stop right there, and then we're going to come on down. And the truth is, I think I actually have a bit of an advantage over people that use mice, because I think this seems like a trackball is a better tool for this particular thing. I might be wrong. If any of you play this with a mouse, how... It's like I don't really have to move my hand, right? I'm just moving my thumb on the ball. And we're going to go down. And we're going to go over. And now we're going to come down some more. Right? And now we're going to go over, right? Okay, we're going to come down. Okay, here we go. It's going to switch again. Toot. Holy mackerel, here we go. Now we're going to go over. And now we're going to go over again, right? Going to go over here right like this. And up like this, and then now I'm going to take a turn. And then we're going to come down. And then I'm going to go over that way, right? Going this way, coming down. Come on. Oh no, I just realized I'm in the way, aren't I? You guys can't see what's going on right here. I wonder how much that's happened for before. I'm not gonna, oh no. All right, so I don't want to, oh man, this is horrible. Well, I apologize that that's in the way, but if I try to move the mouse or the trackball to get out of this window into OBS to move the picture of me around, what happens is, as long as I'm in the Enigma game, so if I go whoop with my mouse across the screen, I'd have to do that all the way across to get, like, oops, I'm pointing it the wrong way. If I go way over that way, or, right, there we go. I don't know why I have such a problem with that. If I go way that way quickly to be able to get over to the OBS window, the ball will follow it, right, and then I'll end up going off the edge. So I apologize that you can't see the ball here for a quick sec. And it's weird, because I have, well, for me, I'm looking over there, so it seems funny, because like the game's actually kind of above me on the screen for you guys. But so I have, for me, OBS is over there, and the game is over there, but I can see the game in the OBS window as well. Right, so you can monitor what the hell you're doing, right? And I just realized when I was looking over there, that's when I noticed. Anyway, so if I'm looking back and forth, that's what's going on. I need to, well, whatever. I have desires for a different setup. A new camera and all that kind of stuff. Because the Logitech camera I'm using now is really old. It's like I bought it to use for the channel. Like, so it's like old. It's like, what is the channel's like coming up on 12 years. Holy mackerel. I'm pretty sure I started it in 2012, right? Because it was, yeah. Okay, we're going to go. Now we're going to go. Maybe I should lean this way, right? We're going to go this way. Now we're going to stop. Now we're going to go down. And then now we're going to come over. And now I'm going to go this way. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to look over here. I can see better over there. All right. Okay. Over. I guess over. And then now we'll come over here and we'll go over. And then stop there for a second, come down. Okay, and then now we're going to go over. Oopsie daisy, it startled me again, yikes. I hope those, when I get surprised, I hope my little oops or whatever aren't so loud. I might have to, so if this video gets choppy, it's going to be because some of those got, to my judgment, too loud, and I've edited them out, so there might be a little bit of oopsie daisies getting cut out, right? But we'll see. If they're not too horrible, I'll just leave them in. Or maybe I'll have to leave some of them in and take some of them out. I don't know. We shall see when I get to the editing, yeah. And let's come down. Because I always end up having to do probably more editing than you'd think. Just because I always end up having to clear my throat or there's noises upstairs. I mean, I think a lot of you have noticed, right? If you're actually watching it as opposed to just, having your eyes closed, that they do occasionally get kind of jumpy. I mean, as far as the editing, I was like, oop, huh? Yeah. Okay, come down, right? And then now we'll go over like this. And now let's go up like this, right? And then now I want to go going to go over like this, and we're going to come down like this, and we're going to go over like this, and then come down just like this. And now I'm going to go over this way. Oopsie daisy. I'm looking at the wrong window again. I need to go this way, this way, this way. And, oh, see, there I go. I'm going to go behind myself. All right. Yeah, okay. I don't remember where it goes. I don't really remember this. Holy mackerel. Okay, now let's go this way. Let's go this way a little bit. Just a couple of them. Just a couple of them. Just a couple of them. All right, there's a couple more this way. And now just like this, and then we're gonna go up again, right? Up, 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 up. Just like this. And now over here. Just like that. Here we go now, okay. Oopsie daisy, all right. Man, I can't remember. Right, if you look up over in the upper left-hand corner of the window, right, you can see that's part of the trail, man. All right, let's go. I just realized that another way you guys will be able to tell if I've had to edit it right, you could watch that clock in the lower left, right, and see if the numbers jump, right? That might be a fun thing to do. You know, what was it? I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was a live stream, or I can't remember. Either on one of the live streams or one of the videos or whatever, right? You know, the stuff that I do for the channel. Somebody had made a comment. I don't remember what it was, exactly what happened, but somebody had said something, and I was confused by what they said. It didn't really seem like an insult or something, but it just seemed weird. I wasn't sure what they were actually saying. So I said something to the effect of, okay, but I'm not sure what you mean by that kind of thing. And I don't remember if I ever got a response from the original person posting, right? But I got a comment from another one of my subscribers that made the joke of something like, yeah, you never know who's watching. I guess they make drinking games out of everything, or something like that, right? Like indicating that, like, maybe in some manner that people have turned, you know, one of my videos into a drinking game somehow. And anyway, so it kind of amused me. And so I suggested, because I know some people have criticized, I know sometimes that I do like too much of the you know what I mean? And I know sometimes people get annoyed by that. And I try to be kind of aware of it and catch myself from doing it, because, you know, but sometimes it, you know, it's, well, whatever. So I'm trying to remember my original thought. Now I got all talking about that. Okay, anyway, yeah, so I do too much So I had suggested that that would be the thing, right, for the drinking game, right? That every time I said in a video, like, you'd have to drink, right? I mean, I don't want to encourage people to just be silly about their drinking. I mean, you need to do what's right for you, but yeah, so yeah, I just did it. So anyway, this just gave me the idea. So if ever you're watching the Enigma thing, whatever you're going to do, whether it's a drinking game or anything else, or people have to do a silly dance or something, who cares? But every time the clock ticker there jumps, right, because I had to make an edit, right? I don't know, maybe that's all totally inappropriate. I apologize if it is, but there you go. All right, back to rolling the ball around here a little bit. Okay, so we're going to continue going up, and here we go. It's about to move again. Here we go. All right. And now we're going to go. Now we're going to go over to this way. And now we're going to go up like this. And then now we're going to make a turn, and we're going to go just this turn here, right? Just like that. And down, 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 down we go. I'm going down, 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 right? Like that old song. And I'm thinking of Jeff Beck, actually. I'm not humming Jeff Beck there. I'm just making weird noise. And here we go over like this. And we're going to go down. Oops, moved again. Down again. And then over again. And just like that. Okay. Come down. Let's go over here. Maybe do a little whispering in this here while I roll the ball around over there. Whisper, 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 whisper. And we're going to come down. And going to go over. We're going to go over. We're going to go over like that. And then down like that. And then oopsie daisy. Over like this. And then down like that. And let's do a little whispering over here too, shall we? Whisper, 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 whisper. And then go up like that. And here we go. We're going to go make another turn. All right. I hope I was able to cut out enough of that noise that it is okay experience for you guys, but all right. What was I saying? One of the, I guess, disadvantages of living in a building with other people. Although it's difficult to, have a whole building to yourself a lot of times, right? I mean, I guess unless you just buy your own home and you live there by yourself, right? And it's a detached home kind of thing. But there's no way I can afford to buy a home, especially here in California. My goodness. I'd probably have to move to some other place where the cost of living was much, much lower than in California. I mean, I might even have to go to someplace much, much lower than the lower cost of living than in the United States even. Although I understand that that's kind of difficult, right? I mean, I've seen a couple of these things on YouTube where people are talking about being expats in places like, especially in Central America. And I guess part of the appeal is that, rents and food and things are cheap. So the idea is that you could live very well, like, have a better standard of living there than you would on the same amount of money here in the U.S. Now, there's a whole lot of caveats that go with that, right? Because they're always telling people to be careful what you expect and all that kind of thing. Because it's not the U.S., right? You know what I mean? So there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be very, very different from what you expect. I don't know, I still find it interesting. And I have to admit there's times I kind of consider it as I wonder what it would be like to just move somewhere else. Although the truth is, I don't know whether it's viable or not, but I wouldn't mind living in Puerto Rico. I think I've mentioned it before when I was there I did the Panama cruise, and starting in San Francisco and then ending in Puerto Rico, but stayed a little bit of extra time after the cruise in Puerto Rico. Oh man, I fell in love with Puerto Rico. I would really like to go back. And I could see living there. I mean, it's just beautiful. I found the people really friendly. Now, the truth is there was a couple of parts, I guess San Juan, right, is where I was staying. And I went to go visit the big fort there out on the point, which is really, really wow, it was a thing to look at. You know what I mean? It was a kind of, interesting historical thingamabob. Well, not a thingamabob, but you know what I mean. And so I went in. Actually, I was traveling with a friend of mine, and we both went in. And we got separated, but that's fine. We're both grown men. We didn't. It was fine if we got separated. We eventually met back up at the hotel. But anyway, so since we got separated, I was like, well, I might as well do something else, you know what I mean? Just because I, finished with the fort. And I wasn't really terribly excited about going back to the hotel room just yet. There was plenty of daylight left, and the weather was nice. And anyway, so I just sort of decided to go walking around and just wander about, you know what I mean? But then I ended up in a part of town that was, wow, the degree of poverty I found very surprising, and I suddenly felt very unsafe. Now, I don't know for sure if the place was super dangerous or not, but it had that kind of run-down, low-poverty kind of thing that made me go, ooh, and there was, I don't know, just the vibe. I mean, I didn't really see a lot of people, which was odd, because when I was back up by the fort, there were people around all over, and I just was cruising around the street trying to just looking at the water, and then looking at trees and stuff, and kind of just enjoying the weather. And all of a sudden I realized that there weren't that many people around me anymore, and then I started noticing that the buildings were getting shabbier and shabbier. I just kind of kept walking along because I didn't know what to expect, and then as I kept going, I kind of just started feeling more and more uncomfortable, and I just went, if I'm feeling this uncomfortable, I should probably just turn around and go back the other way. So that's what I did. And made it back to the fort, and then by then I was a little disoriented, so I was like, how did I get up here? And then, yeah, I actually did get lost. I was like, I couldn't remember where the bus stop was. I eventually found it. It was fine, but it was an interesting day. But outside of that, and it might have been fine, right? I might have been perfectly safe. It might have just been that people are poor and there's nobody going to hurt me kind of thing. But, being Mr. White Boy Guy, well, in the United States in general, right, that places with high degree of poverty tend to have, a certain amount of crime. And, we're kind of, well, as I mentioned, being a white guy from, the U.S., being raised mostly middle class, you get exposed to all sorts of things via media and all of that, kind of put these ideas in your head, whether you want them there or not. They're like, oh my goodness, it's a shabby part of town, somebody's going to mug me, that kind of wrong side of the tracks kind of thing, right? I don't know. Like I said, there weren't that many people out and about, so I don't know what was going on, but other than that weird little thing, which was probably my own fault anyway, but I found the people to be really fun and friendly, and now, to be sure, I was going to places where tourists go, right? Like restaurants and bars, and, I didn't go to too many tourist attractions. I mostly just sort of hung out, went and sat on the beach and relaxed and wandered around and just sort of, I don't know, took things in, as it were, right? Just sort of to hang out and get a feel for the place. And I befriended a woman that worked at the bar, the hotel bar. Because usually I would, whatever I was doing for the day, I would typically hit the hotel bar for a few drinks just before going to bed, because it was back when I was drinking. Anyway, so she was the main nighttime bartender. So most nights she was working. Her name was Kiki. Actually, that was her. I think her given name was something else, but she went by Kiki. She was a very cheerful, bright, up person. And on one night, actually, it was her night off. Actually, well, the night before her night off, she asked me if I would like to go out with her, which I was a little bit surprised, And then she kind of stopped and said, no, I don't mean like, on a romantic date. I mean just to go out and like have some fun at a different place other than here. She said that she'd like to take me around to, the places that she goes with her friends. It's more like locals and stuff, so I could see what, nightlife was that wasn't the nightlife that tourists saw. And I said, yeah, that would be great. Anyway, so this one night, she met me. We just met at the hotel bar, and then we just went around all over San Juan, went to various bars, played some pool, went to a different bar, did some dancing, it was all, man, it was a lot of fun. The downside of that was that I had bought these disposable cameras with me on that trip, just because it was 35 millimeter film. This is back before digital cameras are worth owning, and actually I did have one, but the picture quality just wasn't there yet, really. But I didn't want to buy a nice camera and lose it, kind of thing, because I'm not really a photographer sort of person, really. Anyway, so I bought several of these, disposable Polaroid or Kodak or whatever they are. And I tried to have one with me, because they were pretty small, really, most of the time, so I could just, take snapshots. And so I had one with me that I only had a few exposures left on it, but I took it out with us because I figured out we could do some pictures of us, out together in places and, that kind of thing. It's kind of, being silly, right? Which we did, and it was cool. And I left it at the bar that had the pool table. And then I went back, because I forgot my camera. I still, hey, Kiki, you wait right here. I'm going to run back in. And so I ran back, and by the time I got there, somebody had swiped it. I don't know why you would swipe somebody's disposable camera. I mean, there's not anything on there but my silly tourist shots around San Juan, and then, a few pictures with me and Kiki, and some of her friends that she introduced me to. Man, everybody is really nice. Like, super cheerful, really nice. Just like a different sort of vibe than anything I'd ever experienced in the U.S. It was very, very cool. Okay, where was I? Talking about places that we went. There was like Aruba, stopped at Cartagena, went through the Panama Canal, of course. Went to Costa Rica. What was the port there? Holy mackerel, I can't remember the name of the port. We stopped at it. It was a really small place, too. It was cool. I liked Costa Rica. I didn't do any of the weird, eco-tourist, jungle, zipline, stuff like that. I just went into the town and just sort of wandered around. And I mean, that's kind of what I like to do, right? I like to go into places and just kind of, poke a nose around and see what's going on, yeah? Do a little bar hopping, of course, because, it's vacation and it was hot. It was really hot. Although at that point in time in my life, I really enjoyed being in hot weather. There's just something that made me feel kind of loose and relaxed, as long as I could stay reasonably hydrated out of the sun and, it didn't hurt to have a bit of a buzz on, you know what I mean? But, I don't want to glamorize drinking, but anyway. Yeah, look, it's already 36 minutes. I'm going to lose some of this to editing, but, I mean, look at the clock down in the lower left again. And, you can't see the clock down in the lower left. I made all those jokes about, oh, well. So you're not getting, I just realized, wow, what a silly dude, man. They can't see the clock because your freaking face is in front of it. And I can't really move it to get out of here, right? Oh, actually, maybe I can, but where will I put it? Because I was thinking what I might be able to do is go down, and maybe that won't cause me to die, because I'll be close enough to the edge there of the game. Do I risk it? You know what, I'm not, because I don't want to have to go through all of this again. It seems like I did all this work to go through this thing, and I'd rather not lose it, so I will apologize to you guys again that I didn't have any forethought about doing my where I put my image. Yeah, maybe that wasn't a good place to put it anywhere, you know what I mean? Because I guess the trail moves around a lot. I'll have to keep that in mind in the future for this. I don't know, maybe I should do this one and not actually do with the webcam, you know what I mean? Just have it be just the game board and you don't see my face. I don't know, I'll consider it. We'll see how it goes. I mean, I'm thinking about future games because, yeah, this one I'm going to finish this, and I think I'm going to call that a done thing. Because I'm going to try and record another gameplay today. See, I'm trying to do this thing where I do a recording schedule and then an editing schedule. Right, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I might as well mention it again. Why not? The idea being that I could get more efficient in how I make and produce videos so that I could make more and better quality videos for you guys. And then also be able to set aside time to be able to start investing time into both my music channel and the vlog channel. Anyway, so I'm going to be doing another gameplay right after this. Well, I'll go stretch my back. Yeah, see, it took me forever the last time because I did all of this, right? And then I had to go all the way back, right? So you can see how long it would have taken me, right? Although I'm probably going slower this time because I'm trying to be super methodical for the ASMR idea, right? And also I'm pausing and stuff because of noises and I have to clear my throat or, you know, that kind of thing. Man, I fear this is going to be a very choppy video. Alright, can I make any progress now? Or are they going to start making noises again? It's like I roll the ball a couple of squares and they start, I can hear it coming. Alright, and maybe I can roll 2 more squares without having a noise, right? And we can come down. And now we can go over just like that. And now we can go up. And we can go up. Now we can go over. And we can go down. And we can go over. And now we can come down. And we're going to go over just a couple of squares. And we're going to come down just a couple of squares. And we're going to go over just a few squares. Now, it looks like, am I going to be behind the picture? Maybe, just not really. Okay, here we go, right? Okay. And we're going to come down a couple. And then now we're going to go over, right? Yeah, there we go. Now we're going to come down. Here we go. It moved again. And here we go. We're going to come down. And then now we're going to go over. And we're going to come down. And we're going to go over. And we're going to come down. No, I'm not going down. I'm going up. What am I doing, Bill? I just started getting into a weird groove of saying down and over, and I wasn't paying attention to what I was actually doing. So now let's go over after going up for a bit. And now we're going to come down just a couple. And we're going to go over just a couple. And now we're going to stop and go down just a couple. And now we're going to stop and then go this way, just a couple of squares there like that. Come down a couple of more squares like this. And right, we're going to go over now. Oopsie daisy. Gotta go over, go over, go over. Okay, here we go. Coming down this way. And we're going to go this way. And now we're going to go this way. And now we're going to go this way. And this way. And over. And down. And oopsie daisy, it startled me again. And up, this. Yeah, and we're gonna keep going over here like this. Keep going over here like this to go up. Right, we're gonna go up. And here we go. We're gonna go like that. And we're going to go like that. And to this corner. Come down just a couple. Going over just a couple more and up. Up, 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 yeah. And then over and down and over and down and over and down and over and then down and then over. And we're going to come down some more here. Oopsie daisy. And here we go. Oh my goodness. See, you can see over there on the lower left that's kind of coming up from behind me. There's some more trail over there, so I'm going to have to go down, right, to some trail that hasn't been revealed to me yet that's, below the current screen. And getting up over there somehow, right? All right, we're going to go over here like this. Stopping there just for a sec. Okay. Now I have to come down, and I'm going to go over, and then we're going to come down like this, and then we're going to go over like that, and then we're going to come down and go over, going over, going over, coming down, oopsie daisy, going over, and then going up, 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 and then over just a couple, and then down just a couple, and then over just a couple, and then come down just a couple, and over just a couple, and down, and over just like that, and then we're going to come down right here like this, make a turn, and go over like that, and then come down, making another turn right here, up, 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 and we're going to stop, and we're going to start to roll down, and there we go. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Let's stop there, make a little turn. Go along, okay, stop again, make a little turn, up we go. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, we're going to go down. We're going to go over. We're going to go up. And we're going to go over. And now, see, you can see up in the upper left, there's still more trail, man. And now we're going to go over some more, over some more, over some more. And up, up, and over. Up, 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 and away. And my beautiful balloon. I don't know why that just popped into my head, but it did. Man, that was quite the big song back in the day. Like when I was a kid, you'd hear it on the radio now and again. Or at least, Yeah, I mean, I guess you would hear it every now and again. Yeah, I don't know. As a kid, I really liked that song. I haven't heard it in years, though, man, like it or not, because I don't really remember it all that well. I just remember that hook. Up and away in my beautiful balloon. Something like that. I couldn't tell you any of the other lyrics, though, you know. Just don't remember them. Man, I remember as a kid, so you guys are getting a little touch of some nostalgia treat. I know I tend to save those for their, or I've been trying to save those to be their own video, but it just popped into my head, so I'm going to say it. Maybe I'll include it into another sort of Bill's nostalgia video or something in the future. But and I think I might have mentioned it before too, like on a live stream or something. I don't know, maybe. But I remember as a kid when I got my very first radio, and it was one of those little, hey, there you go, we're almost to the end. Those little handheld things with one tiny speaker, and it just had a little wheel dial, and it was AM only, little transistor radio. Man, I loved that thing. It was yellow, but it was really cool. It was just, it had a little wrist strap on it, right? So you could carry it around and kind of hold it up to your ears. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool. And then I got a bigger one. That was a little too big to put up by your ear, but it was AM FM, man. Okay, here we go. It's almost over. Here we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. Level finish. It's probably going to start me up on the other thing. You know, this one looks pretty easy. I'll do this one just to sort of end out the video, and it just, I don't know, let's just see, because it looks like it's probably pretty easy. So let's just go ahead and do a real quick one, yeah. All right. So when I come down here like this, right, see these things move together, sort of, so you have to be careful about how you do it. Right? So I think what I'm going to want to do is do this guy, like, how do I want to do this? I want to go, I want to bring him up, right? Get him to follow. Come on, there we go. You do this, there, that guy's going to catch up now. Now this guy's going to go like that. Here we go, come on, there you go. Come on, buddy. Now, this is going to be the tough bit, because I'm going to have to leave one in that divot, and then I'm going to have to move even slower than I'm moving now, I think, to keep from, all right, come on, buddy. Catch up here. There you go. Now, how do I'm trying to figure out what's my best exit. I guess it doesn't matter which side I go out, or whether I go up or down. I think since I'm already here, I think I'll try and go up. Right, here we go. All right, I think I'll go over here to the left where I came in. Right. Here we go. Moving him just enough to get him to move, but not so much that his buddy comes out of that divot. I mean, it's not the end of the world if it does, or you just kind of roll it back and then continue on with the second ball, but I don't know, something about going slow somehow seems to fit the ASMR sort of thing, doesn't it? All right, here we go. 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 All right, anyway, so before I put that thing in its divot, because it'll take me over to that. Well, you know what, here, I'll just do it. Doink. And then, yay. All right, I'm going to say that. I'm going to say, let's import level. That'll just take me back to here. And I guess what I'm going to do now is I am going to go off over the thing here. And I'm going to go up to here. And I'm going to say, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. It seemed like the last time, or for the, the very first time that I played the Enigma game, that it seemed very popular. People seemed to enjoy it. It seemed to be a successful thing, both in popularity and people making comments that they enjoyed watching it and that kind of thing. So, I'm kind of in my mind that because it's kind of a weird game, I could see like going through all of the various levels and then maybe even like redoing them again. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, I guess that's it for this particular video. Aloha, siblings.